Welcome to the Note to Self podcast. I'm your host, Zoe. I'm a certified professional life coach, serial entrepreneur, verified YouTuber, and published author. On this podcast, you can expect actionable tips, reflections, and inspiration to live your best, most fulfilling life. So, let's get started. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Note to Self. Today's note to self is I am willing to see things differently. This is a statement that has absolutely changed my life in so many ways, and it's so simple, right? I'm willing to see things differently. So, before we dive into today's episode, I want to encourage you to check out the Quantum Creators course if you aren't yet enrolled in the program. It's officially quantum season, and this is the last call for the participants of this round. The Quantum Creators course has helped hundreds of people change their lives by seeing that they are incredibly powerful and then thus manifesting incredible results in their life. Everything from paying off tens of thousands of dollars worth of debt to manifesting tens and thousands of dollars worth of money to manifesting soulmates to manifesting dreams, homes, and apartments to manifesting babies, right? Anything is possible. So I encourage you that if you're ready for a big change in your life, if you're ready to feel empowered and powerful to an entirely new level, this is the course for you. There's life before the Quantum Creators course and life after. And if you're not an alum, get in there because each time Lo and I launch the course, which is twice a year, we always run through it again. And it's quantum season, which means that you always get the opportunity to run through with a new group of people, to be in the high vibe energy, to have that group collective consciousness, moving things in a big, powerful way. And it's just the highest vibe place on the internet. That's honestly what I feel about it. It's the highest vibe place on the internet. We are just leaping. We are leaping big. And actually, I just feel called to share my quantum leap this year or this season is going to be buying a house in Bali. I feel like I'm getting close, but this is not something that I've done yet before. So I'm going to supercharge it with all that quantum leap energy. So that's happening for me, claiming it. Claiming it. Go big, guys. And yeah, so today I'm willing to see things differently. So this statement has changed my life. And I believe it comes from Gabby Bernstein. And it comes from, I think, her work in forgiveness. So when you might be having a difficult time forgiving someone, a good thing to do is just start saying, like, I'm willing to see things differently. Show me a different way. And I use this statement not just in forgiveness, I use it everywhere in my life. And because I'm talking about the quantum stuff and it's quantum season right now, being willing to see reality in a different way has allowed me and given me the opportunity to claim and harness so much of my inner power that I just would have never known was possible if I wasn't willing to see things differently, if I wasn't willing to open up my mind to content, to science, to spirituality. There are so many ways in which being willing to see things differently and saying that to myself, saying I am willing to see things differently has allowed shifts for me. Anytime when I find myself triggered, I'll often say, like, if I can't figure it out, like if I'm feeling a little bit caught up in the trigger, I'm using my tools, but I can't really seem to get something to budge, I always just say, and target this like through my heart space and pray this to God, source, universe, angels, whoever can support me in that moment, is I'm willing to see things differently because from my current level of consciousness, I'm not seeing it. I'm not able to shift it, right? And we cannot solve a problem from that level of consciousness of that of which we were at when that issue was created, when that challenge was created in our lives. So it's always important for us to be open to shifting our level of consciousness in order to see new grand solutions for our lives. So I am willing to see things differently. I encourage you to take this statement and I encourage you to apply it in so many different areas of your life, whether you're triggered by a family member, whether maybe you can't figure something out in your business, maybe a friend said something to you and it didn't sit right with you. I am willing to see things differently. Maybe a money trigger came up. I'm willing to see things differently. Show me the way. Show me the way. That's also another statement that I say of like, show me the way. Show me the way to forgive this person. Show me the way to release this. Show me the way to create this. And the more and more that I found that I lean into this statement and I lean into the divine guidance that is so incredibly, amazingly available to each of us in every single moment, the more that I fall in love with my life, the more that I feel connected to source and connected to God. And that has created the hugest shift in my life because I felt like there were times here and there where I had a connection to source and I could really feel that in present moments. And, logically I could understand I'm always supported. But until I started to pray from my heart space and just like really start consciously communicating with the universe every single day, as in, for example, I'm willing to see things differently, and then hearing and seeing and creating shifts in my external reality, I realized how incredibly supported I am and I always have been. And it's a beautiful, beautiful, deep connection with source that has been created. And so I encourage you as you're going about your day today, as you're going about your week ahead, anytime in the future when you're listening to this, anything that feels uncomfortable, ask yourself or say, I am willing to see things differently. How can I see this differently? Show me the way. Anyways, I'm sending you all so, so much love. Don't forget to check out QC Squared. It's going to be the most epic round yet because it just keeps getting bigger and better and more quantum every single time. So everything will be linked down below, and I would absolutely love to see you there and have a beautiful, abundant, quantum-filled day. Thank you for listening to Note to Self. If you enjoyed this episode, please help me out by rating and reviewing this show on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. If my energy is resonating with you and you feel the call to work with me, there are an abundance of ways to do so. I offer one-to-one life coaching programs, mastermind containers, and DIY courses, all of which are available through my website, zoearielpoulsen.com. Until next time, take note of all the abundance that surrounds you as you make the most of this game called life.